Satya means truth. Narayan means the manifestation of consciousness. And the Vrat is a vow. Now the vow of the manifestation of the consciousness of truth is the Satyanarayana Vrat. So the puja is really a Vishnu puja, because Satyanarayana he is a name of Vishnu, and he's a name of the sun. So the illumination of the consciousness of eternal truth is Satyanarayana. And so we do a Vishnu puja, Satyanarayana, and there are many different vidhis of the puja. You can make it as elaborate as you want. You all know how to construct modular pujas. You just put more things into it, and you take in the Sahasranam, you take in the Kailastapan and this and that, and you can do as much as you want to do. And then we read the Vrat Kotha. Now Kotha means the story of the vow to worship the manifestation of the consciousness of eternal truth is a renewal of a vow every time you perform the worship. Every time I say, truth is my highest deity, I would rather give up the immediate gain from bending the truth. And I will tell the truth in every circumstance, is the vow. And then you can watch your performance, your fulfillment of the vow throughout the next month. How did I measure up to my own commitment? And if I can't keep my own commitment, then who do I believe will want to keep theirs? And so every time I have a tendency to want to bend the truth or take a little extra or do a little some subterfuge of any kind of nature, then I have the vow to speak and act in truth. And that's my tapasya. That's my sadhana. That's my commitment. That's my sankalpa. That every month I'm going to sit there and recapitulate all of my actions, which may have stretched the truth, bent the truth, just a little bit, tweaked it. And then I'm going to go back and say, gee, am I really qualified to hold others to the standard that I want to hold others when I know that I myself am so easily empowered to stretch the truth? I can see in my own behavior. Now, how can I not forgive others when I want forgiveness for myself? And how can I send up little flares, little signals, so that I say to myself, self, what do you want in this circumstance? Do you want to compromise your vow to God, or do you want to get a little bit extra from the world? So that's the efficacy, and that's the tradition of Satyanarayana worship and the vow to speak and act in truth. You'll find that you start watching what you say, because if I said it, I have to do it. I have a commitment to honor, to speak and act in truth. That means to do what I say and say what I mean to do.
Did Ramakrishna ever perform that?
Yes. Yeah, Ramakrishna was Vaishnava initially. He's Ramakrishna. He was a Vaishnava, and he worshipped Vishnu, and they did the Satyanarayana Vrat, and he was the pujari at the Ram temple at Karmapurkur. And his father was the pujari, and then his brother was the pujari, and his dad left his body, his brother went to Calcutta to get money, and Ramakrishna became the pujari. So of course he did the Satyanarayana puja. And it's really a wonderful puja. It's a fabulous story because it's true for the householders, it's true for the business people, it's true for the kings, the kshatriyas, and it's true for the sannyasis. There are different illustrations in the story. Why everybody's making this vow that I'm going to speak and act in truth, and if I don't do it, I'm the biggest loser because I lost my own confidence that I am a person worthy of trust. So that's the efficacy of it, and that's the way it works. Every time I sit down and say the Jambudvipa, I am saying, hey, I, Swami, am saying I'm going to promise you that I'm going to speak and act in truth. Until I don't. no, forever. Until it's no longer convenient.
Swami, there's a sweet dish made out of bananas that we offer for that particular
Puja.
That's it. What is the significance of that?
Well, of course, all of puja gives prasad. And prasad is the remnants of the offering to God. It's been consecrated by my devotion to God. I made this for all the Sangha as an emblem or a token of my love, my respect for God. And Sapadabhaksha is a special one. It's made out of flour. It's usually like we use shatu. We would bake the grains and then grind them, and then mix them with milk and sugar and honey and bananas, and it becomes like a sweet gruel. And the grain stands for nourishment and substance. And the milk stands for purity and clarity. And the bananas stand for the fruit of your worship. And the honey and sugar stand for the sweetness which it bequeaths. So you mix it all together and I get nourished with the fruit of my karma, with clear consciousness, full of sweetness and goodness. That's prasad.
Yeah.
And that's the meaning of the offering of Sapadabhaksha.
Okay.
Another part of the puja is that oftentimes we fast the day, and then we take Shapadbhaksha as the first thing that we eat in the day.
Right.
What's the meaning behind that?
Oh, if you fasted for the day, that's part of your Vrat. Hey, God, I'm sealing this deal by giving you all my food, and all I'm going to take at the end of the day, at the end of the vow, at the end of the worship, is the prasad of my worship, which is your nourishment. That's going to be my prasad. That's going to be the first thing that I take. Similarly, at the end of Shivaratri, we have Paran. And we make this paran. It's made out of pistachios and cashews and walnuts, and you grind them, and with rice, cracked rice, and milk and sugar, and you fast for the day, and at the end of the,
That's great.
Yeah, that's good. What a way to end the day. Om Sam Saraswati Namah.
Thank you, Swami.